I first learned about Special Touch Ministry as Joe and Ann Trematozzi visited the church I used to pastor at Tampa, Florida, Bethel Church. And they came as a missionary, and we were hearing their story and what they were doing as they shared their components of Special Touch in their window. I met with them afterwards over lunch, and they invited me to come and be a part that first time. It was brave of them, but what a great opportunity it's been these last 7 or 8 years to work together. Primarily, I've been a speaker for them in evening services at their getaways, which is what many would call a camp, but they call them getaways because folks with disabilities don't want to go to a camp and be in a tent, and we never put them in a tent anyway. But the opportunity to go and speak at these from Wisconsin to Florida and in between has been a great opportunity. After the first year of meeting with Joe and Ann and then going and speaking at the Florida camp, I was subsequently invited to come do a leadership thing at Wisconsin, the granddaddy of them all. And at that moment, I was shared more about the vision and the drive behind Special Touch Ministries. And actually, the Lord gave me a word while I was preaching and had to stop in the middle of everything and just share that they were going to be doing this around the globe. At the time, they were not. They were only a few states. Now it's expanded. God has fulfilled that word. Multiple states and now in multiple countries and growing rapidly to the point that we have a world missionary that's even taking this message around the world. Special Touch Ministries does a great job through the getaways and through groups in the local communities, as well as equipping churches to be able to reach people with disabilities. Most people with disabilities, as many know, won't go to a church because if they have gone, it's not always been a great experience, and many just don't even go. So the opportunity for Special Touch to equip people to do ministry with people with disabilities is phenomenal. And so they do that through coming in and helping you look at every component you have in your church to be able to do ministry. And so evangelism comes as an equipping arm, but it also comes through the getaways itself and through the small groups that they do. Yeah, that's a kind of a strong approach now. It's not always been, but they are doing that through online presence as well as through the small groups and through the getaways, providing the discipleship tools for those who are doing attending the Special Touch events. There are lots of ways to get involved with Special Touch Ministries, and that would be through the getaways, through the local groups of support, or even in your own church, equipping your own church and coming alongside your pastor, and they have all the tools to do that. You could go right onto their website and check them out. Give them a call. They will pick up the phone. You won't get like a voicemail. You'll talk to somebody, and they would love to talk with you. They'll equip you, they will empower you, and they will help you to do the work that God gives you to do with people with disabilities. At Special Touch Ministries, they would love to have you on their prayer team. You could talk to them, get needs from them. You could look at their getaways. You could look at places they're trying to get into, even new countries they're going to, and you can surround them and empower them in prayer. And then financial support. Each of our folks that work with Special Touch are missionaries. They're either fully appointed or they're missionary associates, but they all need support. So you could, again, call them. They'll tell you exactly how to do that. You can give right online. You can give through your local church, but they could absolutely use your support. At our church, we support several events as well as the individuals that do Special Touch Ministries. The reason I'm involved in Special Touch Ministries is I was asked. And, you know, I just believe that when you have an opportunity to share the gospel and you're asked, you go do it. So that's what I've been doing my whole life. Special Touch came along 7 or 8 years ago in my life, and had an opportunity to come along and speak. And I just believe that you do it to the least of these. I love reaching people that are disenfranchised from our communities. And many times people with special needs or special have disabilities need that hand, need that heart, need that face, need that word, need that encouragement. And so any way I can do that, I love doing that. Reaching people that are disenfranchised is a big part of the kingdom. Jesus told us to do it. And so I believe we should be doing it. He said that's real relationship, is when you're reaching those that no one else wants. A drive for me in Special Touch Ministries is to maybe do what nobody else is doing. And the numbers are there. Numbers don't lie. The truth is churches aren't great. Let's just be honest, they aren't very good at reaching people with disabilities. Churches at large. I know there's pockets that do great jobs, but I just believe churches ought to step to the plate. If we go back to the verse everybody, including Tim Tebow, says, John 3:16, for whosoever will. In the framework of whosoever are those with disabilities. And we should be reaching them as much as we reach anybody else. And so I challenge you, your neighbor, your friend, your family. I don't think there's anybody in our world that's not touched by somebody with a disability. And we could be a part of reaching them if we'll just take the first step and give the first kind word and give the first smile and give the first handshake. You'll be surprised what God will use you to do.
Hi, I'm Pastor Chuck Reish. I'm the executive producer at Horizon Media Studios. It's a 501c3 media ministry, and what we're doing is helping other ministries tell their story. Homeless shelters and children's homes, Bible colleges, seminaries, mission sending agencies. With your help, we can continue to help tell their story, to inspire the world, to shine their light, and let God get the glory for the work that's being done in advancing the kingdom of Jesus Christ. Thanks again for praying for us.